In today's video, we're gonna be doing the top 5 under 5. This all came about because I was sitting there thinking about videos the other day, and I was like, what would be the most beneficial to people? And I was like, a video on the top 5 guns to buy under $500. Because, you know, at one point in time, I was in your guys' shoes in terms of trying to like find the best deals and the best value. And so I think this video will help guide you guys in a direction that Sparky and I have both went down, because these guns that we're about to talk about are guns that we've personally got ourselves and personally have shot and had for a good amount of time and really enjoy. So hopefully this will help guide you guys in your decision-making process. We're gonna talk a little bit about specs. We're gonna talk about why we think it deserves to be in the top 5 and kind of move on from that. And these will be in no particular order because they're all kind of all over the place in the type of gun that they are, what they shoot, and just the variety in general. There's some things you need to know though. One of the things you need to know is nobody paid for this video. Nobody like said, put one of our guns up here. The second thing is you should check out Basement Operator. Basement Operator is a website that we built for you guys that allows you to see the gear and the stuff that we use on the channel on a day-to-day basis. It's a really cool website. Hunter did a great job at it. You should go give him a clap in your living room while you're watching this. You can also find merch over there. What? You can also find merch over there if you want to go check. I want people clapping. That's what also, you can find the people that support us over there. So like True Shot. True Shot is the Freedom Seed supporter here on the channel. We couldn't do it without them. They're awesome. They have everything from hunting to plinking ammo. It's all a one-stop shop. And if you use code DELP, if you buy enough and use code DELP, it saves you a little bit of moolah. So you can find that over at basementoperator.com as well. Another thing we're doing is giveaways. We're going to be doing consistent giveaways, and that can be found over at Basement Operator. They're completely free to you guys. You don't have to follow us. You don't have to do anything weird. We would appreciate if you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, but you don't have to. You just head on over to Basement Operator and you can see how to sign up there. It's super easy and super free for you guys. All right, so thank you for that. And without further ado, Sparky, let's get into it. No particular order, go pick a gun. So the number 1 is already controversial for me and Sparky. I picked the Maverick 88. This is 12 gauge, 5+1. Okay. 5+1, 12 gauge shotgun. What I really find valuable about this is, one, the price. It
is very inexpensive.
250 bones. It has a lot of the same features as a Mossberg 500. I really like other Mossberg firearms or shotguns better, but usually they cost a little bit more money. So I'm thinking off the top of my head, my 590 is one of my favorite.
That's a big jump.
My 590 TAC is one of my favorite shotguns that I have. It's just a lot more expensive. But this is what I feel like is the little brother to it. You could also go maybe a 500. I don't have a typical 500. So this is why I'm recommending the Maverick 88, because I feel like it serves a lot of the same use case, and it is a very affordable firearm and it works really well. It's been really reliable for me, and I've been just very happy with it. It's a great little shotgun, you know, for what it is. It's really hard to beat the value. What I like to use this for, or think that it's meant to be used for, is home defense.
Oh,
watch out.
Lord, here we go. Oh, somebody's running.
Yeah, the FUDs just jumped. 5+1, 18.5-inch barrel.
Buckshot from across the room.
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute monster. It's great to get and to train with and to shoot. I mean, it'll rock your world, but it'll rock somebody else's world on the other end of it, you know? I mean, honestly, I'm a real big fan of it. I think there's a lot of value in having a really nice, or a really reliable budget shotgun, and I think the Maverick 88
it's definitely a good example of that. I mean, for this, it's more the principle. You could insert any other shotgun pump, you know. Actually, I'm a Remington kid. That's what I grew up shooting. So like for me, I would probably grab an 870, and it would have been a little bit more expensive. It'd probably be like $300, give or take. So like I said, you could insert any other sub $500 shotgun, but that's the one that I like. So there you go.
Yeah. Sparky, let's talk about the next one. All right, take her off, Sparky. No, keep her on, Sparky.
All right, so next we got the old reliable Ruger 1022. I think everybody's got one.
I think everybody should have one if they don't have one.
Because number one, just 1022s, they're just so much fun to shoot. They're so reliable. They're so common. You can go into any gun store and probably find a 1022.
They're customizable too.
And they're, because aftermarket parts are ridiculous.
Yep.
And there's so many different models of them. Like this is standard
wood stock.
So it's, you know, You can find these everywhere. I think they're all in that, what, 280
$300,
but you can probably find them cheaper than that
depending on
because you can probably buy the synthetic stocks
yeah.
for much cheaper. You got a lot of options when you buy a 1022. They're just so fun to plink. It's a good first gun to learn on.
Like Sparky said, fun to plink. Crossbolt safety, really easy to manipulate. Magazine fed semi-automatic 22 will absolutely tear up a squirrel.
That's right.
I mean, it's a squirrel's worst nightmare.
Or a pop can.
Great to learn on. Ton of aftermarket parts.
Yeah, magazines are easy to come by. 10, 15, 25s, they're easy to find.
Really reliable. You know, if you're looking for something to start somebody out on, this is one hell of a gun to do it. It's really just one of those guns that have been around since the dawn of time and it hasn't been replaced. The Ruger 1022 still comes up in a conversation every single day. We're here talking about it right now for the reasons that it is just tested, true, and reliable.
Just proven.
And it has to be on a top 5 list, pretty much regardless.
Yeah, because remember last time we did a video, each had our top 3 firearms just to have. I included my 1022.
Yeah,
it's
just hard. It's hard to beat.
Don't go home without it.
No.
So 1022, hard to beat.
Next, we're talking about the RXM. I know 2 Rugers back to back, and Ruger hates us. The RXM, we were thinking we really wanted a full-size pistol, or a almost full-size pistol.
Mid-size, full-size.
Mid-size, full-sized in this, because I think it's really important to have a mid-size, full-size pistol. And the RXM serves a great role. You can buy a ton of different chassis for it. So this is more of a Glock 19 configuration of it.
Glock clone.
But they have the longer grip, which I prefer on my Glock style. But let me tell you some of the benefits of this thing. It has a optics cut for under 500 bucks.
Tritium front sight.
Tritium front sights. It has basically the components of a Glock 19 Gen 3, which means a ton of aftermarket compatibility, still all for that under $500 price point, which is fantastic. You get different grips, so if you want to go long grip or shorter grip.
Several colors now.
Bunch of different colors, and one thing with the Ruger, the RXM, is they're starting to come out with chassis systems for them. So like if you've ever seen like a Flux Raider or something like that, the RXM is starting to get integrated into those platforms, which offers you PDW capabilities if you want to upgrade it. So I think that is really, really important. Also, another reason that I really like the RXM is I think everybody needs a full-size 9mm pistol. I think regardless of, you know, what it is, I think there's a lot of value in having it for home defense, personal defense. When I think about, you know, 9mm full-size pistols, most of them are over $500.
Over $600.
Yeah, we love, you know, the Walthers and our Glocks and stuff like that, but they're just a lot more expensive, and these are the sub 500, and they're a really good pistol for that price point.
Yeah, and I think RXM for its price point is you're getting a lot of features, and it's a good quality little gun. I wouldn't be disappointed with it, and I wouldn't be afraid to recommend it, which is why it's here today.
Exactly. So I think that's a great segue. Let's get the next one going, Sparky. We have to recommend an AR-15. Like that's what we do here on the channel. We gotta have one. We gotta have one. We have to do it. This is the Radical Firearms 16-inch AR-15, and it is sub 500 bucks, and it is feature packed for that sub 500.
It doesn't shoot like sub $500.
No, it shoots pretty good. Sorry to interrupt your video, but you definitely didn't watch my ad spot earlier. You should go check out Basement Operator because we are doing giveaways that are completely free. You don't have to follow us. You don't have to subscribe to us. You don't have to do anything, even though we mean a lot to us. All you have to do is go over to Basement Operator and sign up. It's so easy that even Sparky can do it, and he can't type, so go check it out. You're getting sub 2 MOA groups out of it, so a fairly accurate firearm. You're getting a full-length rail system with M-LOK and Picatinny across the top of it. You're getting B5 furniture, you know, which is really nice for the price, for the value of it. You're just getting a really well-done AR-15 that's super affordable, and you can really make it your own. I mean, as you can see here, we kind of have it in a more SPR setup, a special purpose rifle for more longer range shots with the bipod and the 3-18 on it. And it's really configurable to however you need it to be, whether you want it to be a home defense weapon or a hunting rifle or GPR or whatever it can be. The Radical Firearms really can do all in terms of a budget AR-15. It's great to start out on. It's great to train with. It's not the best filling firearm in the world, but it's a $400 AR-15 that works and is reliable.
For the price point, you won't be disappointed.
No, and that's why we really feel strongly about this recommendation. There's a ton of budget AR-15s out there, and you know, we oftentimes bounce between the PSA Blim, which is right at that $500 price point, and the Radical Firearms. But I think that just because the Radical Firearms comes with a little bit nicer furniture and stuff like that, I think I put it above the PSA Blim, but both of them are very, very tight in the running, but this is just a great little firearm.
Yeah, so. 100% agree. For under $500, you got to have an AR-15, and this is a fantastic option. You won't be disappointed for the money.
No, and just all the little features like the anti-rotation tabs on the rail system and like the furniture. It's just a great option. All right, so let's go on to the last one, Sparky.
Last but certainly not least, this is my personal SIG P365 with safeties. This was one of my carry guns that I carry on a pretty regular basis. So we already included a full-size, mid-size 9mm. So I thought it was important that we include a CCW. So this is a fantastic gun. I love it. It comes in right at $499 for this specific model. I went with thumb safeties on mine just because when the thing is sitting here,
Sparky's a FUD. It's all right.
I just like
let him have it in the comments. We still love him.
I like it. I like the thumb safeties. I did put a different trigger in this one, but it comes with the X-ray night sights, and it's just a fantastic little shooter. Ever since the 365s came out, like most people tend to like them. They're just great for the money.
Well, the magazine size is at the time that this released, the magazine size was one of the best in class magazines.
10 or 12.
10 or 12. And for the size that it is, it's comparable to that Glock 43 size, but it holds more. And you know, it's just a great little shooter. We did a review on it years ago, and I talked about how much I liked it then, and it holds true. It's a great firearm, and I think that, you know, if you're looking for a concealed carry weapon, you know, this is really, really hard to beat. And then for me, what I really like about it is you can also get these little extended mags. So this is a 12, and it lets me get my pinky on it. So a lot of the problems that I have with CCW mags, and you can find these for other pistols, you can get these that have this little lip on it that allows you to get a full grip on it, and I think it's a pretty cool little addition. Now you can do that for like the Glocks and the other stuff.
Yeah, you can.
But P365, really reliable little pistol. Sparky shot this one a lot. Trigger. You know, you have a little TLR sub on here. It's great for concealed carry, and just, you know, one of those things that holds a lot of value. For that sub 500, you get a lot out of it. You get a very reliable little concealed carry pistol that, you know, you can depend on. So for home defense, personal defense, just carrying it in your vehicle or in the woods or whatever it may be, there's a lot of different uses for a subcompact pistol like this one.
Like I said, I 100% agree, and this is a fantastic option for concealed carry, and for sub $500, you can't go wrong.
No. So there's the list. We want to know what you have to say about it. Go comment down below. We would love
honorable mention.
All right, give us honorable mention. Hold on a second.
A bolt gun, because somebody's going to say something how we don't have a bolt gun.
Yeah.
What would be your affordable sub $500 bolt gun?
So I have very few and far between bolt guns. I have a bunch of old bolt guns, and then I have the newer bolt guns, and the bolt guns that you could probably get for that sub 500 are the Rugers.
Americans?
Ruger American. I have the Predator. I don't have a Gen 2 yet. I think we probably should get a Gen 2 at some point. But the original Ruger Americans were tack drivers for the cost.
For sub $400.
For sub $400, they were a really good bolt gun. Now, the mags sucked in them. The mags were horrible.
So what you gotta do is you gotta swap it over to a Mag 400 stock.
Yeah, but God, those mags were awful. But the accuracy out of them
was great.
For the money. For the money, was fantastic. All right. So what about you?
I was gonna say Ruger American, and I mean, I'm sure someone's like, oh, I got a Savage Axis too that can, you know, shoot circles around that. Which, yeah, like I said, everybody's got their own. You know,
yeah,
cheap
but
gun.
that's just what we've shot and what we recommend. With all this stuff, we shoot a lot of guns here.
Yeah, we got a large variety.
We shoot a lot of guns. We have a large variety. So these are well thought out in terms of, you know, what we do. We have a lot of time behind a lot of different stuff, and so this is what we came up with. So
we're fortunate to have a lot to pick from.
And so we'd love to hear what you guys have to say. We'd love to know like what you think we missed and what we think that what you think we should have included on the list. And you know, maybe here in a year or two, we'll come out with another top 5 under 5 if we get some more stuff and try it out and test it out. And
give us suggestions what we should look into.
Yep. We appreciate you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.
Bye, Mom. That's what he's spoken for.
Anyway, we got merch over there. You should go check out the merch. It's cool. If you go pick it up, it helps us feed Sparky. He's a growing boy. He's starving right now. And then also you can